manager addresses his team before a pivotal series. With the season's outcome coming down to a final series, a manager chooses his words carefully.
Ian Buckeye has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Digging in to try it again, Corey Dickerson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that one just missed outside.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. The 1-1 is taken for strike 2. Have a quick stoppage here as a beach ball has made its way into right field. And that's swung on and missed, so good work on the mound will take care of the National League's leading hitter, and there's one away.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there, a big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first 2 pitches were in the outer half, but nothing saying he can't ride a fastball in right here.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Stays alive, still 0-2. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
In now, Norm Salter, and they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
First offering on its way. No balls and 1 strike. 6 runs, 9 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. 1-1.
He obviously wanted that call on the corner, but if he continues to put the ball right there, he's going to get that call, and he's going to keep pitching as well as he is. The 1-1 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
One strike.
Popped him up. Barreto into shallow left. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They're down 5. It's 11-6. Tyler Cunningham comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
11-9 is how this one ends.
A check-in call from a representative. The player is offered advice on contract matters. Hitting arbitration for the first time means having leverage for the first time. The more a player can be educated on the intricacies of the negotiating process, the more prepared he'll be when the time comes to make decisions. The player has become disenchanted with his current team.
Ian Buckeye is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Buckeye.
Into the box now, Luis Rodriguez. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Luis Rodriguez.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. A pause and the 0-2. And the 0-2 here is fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. 6 runs, 8 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
That was a good job there of using the batter's aggressiveness against him. He was putting up a good fight and fouling a lot of balls off. So as a pitcher, it's a great idea to expand the zone even more and make the hitter really chase after something that's even hard to foul off.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Here comes the 0-1. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. So give him 5 runs in the inning, with the big blows being the 2 home runs. Franchi Cordero will get the call here as he'll hit.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
And this afternoon's closes at a 1-run game. Ian Buckeye will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far.
Ian Buckeye.
Digging in and looking for more, Luis Rodriguez. A couple of singles to his credit thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets fouled. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman. Strike two at a pitch that catches the outside corner. The 1-2 is at the knees and called strike three. Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. He went down on strikes last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Gets a small piece near the plate. That winds up foul. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Popped him up. Bregman on the move. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Rich Vasquez. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Schwarber moves over. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals as the lead remains 3-1. Standing in, Luke Weaver. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. And it's fouled away. Here's the 0-1. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when his pitcher's missing like he is.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Got him. The slurve that time, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Now at the plate, Randall Romero. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. He's set and the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Fouled away. The next 0-2 misses. That's ball 1. Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, not a bad way to start the nightcap. 3 at-bats, 3 base hits, D-Row.
Yeah, the pressure falls off you after you go 1 for 1. 2 for 2, all smiles. 3 for 3, get the party started.
Standing in now, Billy Burns. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
Romero, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. A ball and 2 strikes is the count to Billy Burns. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
Stepping in, Paul DeYoung. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's set. Here it comes. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
The 0-1 pitch. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And a fastball just a bit high.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike three, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Now a swing, and he pops him up right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Another 1-2 delivery. The slider freezes him at the plate. A called third strike, and the inning comes to a close. One left for the Cardinals, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Gavin Cecchini will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
3-2. Ian Buckeye answers the call from the pen here in the fourth, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Antoine Webster. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Throw over to first, and he's back in standing. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on the defensive side in multiple ways. You can go fastball up, you can go breaking ball down. One of the keys, getting ahead, and he's done a very good job of that so far.
So he couldn't get the bat off the shoulders that time. Antoine Webster goes down for out number 2 in the top half. The next to bat for St. Louis, Brandon Nimmo. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First offering on its way. This is skied into short left center. Schwarber is after it. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Leave one. So here now's the pitcher, Ian Buckeye. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First delivery to him on the way.
I'll make a turn, pick
up
the ball.
And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Grounder down the line at third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We played 4 full. It's the Mets 4 and the Cardinals nothing. Coming to the plate now, Luis Rodriguez. He flew out in his last at-bat.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
From the stretch, takes a knee-high fastball. Pulled toward right center field. Grichuk has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out. So digging in now, Colton Wong. He popped out in his first trip. Here comes the first pitch. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. Ball one.
That's inside.
Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Now batting, catcher.
Into the box, Rich Vasquez. Ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. That's wide, 2-0. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Here's the 2-1. Couldn't wait back, a swing and a miss. And he fouls this one off. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Brady Austin. He's getting his first plate appearance of the game here in the 6th. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Coming in is Goodwin. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Now to the plate, Randall Romero. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Way in front of that fastball. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error for the Cardinals to this point. Missed with a breaking ball. Now another 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
The 0-2 once more. Misses. That's ball one.
As a pitcher right there, do not be surprised if he throws the same exact pitch. He was lucky to foul that one off.
He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning.
1-2-3 go the Cardinals. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Franchy Cordero will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
A player is encouraged to continue to refine a skill essential to his game.
Ian Buckeye is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Ian Buckeye.
Leading off the inning, Chad Wallach, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Chad Wallach.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner.
Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing.
And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Chad Wallach sent packing to start the bottom of the 5th. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Galarraga is primarily a catcher, but he's manning first base in this one. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Buckeye, a 5'10" right-hander. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Herman Leahy will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. No balls and a strike to count. Comes set, and the 0-1 is a fastball that misses.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Behind a changeup, if you can imagine, for a strike. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Roughly in front of the plate. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. In order. Back to the top of the Miami lineup now, and stepping in, Travis West. He'll lead it off as we start the home sixth. 0-1 the count. Right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the sixth.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one. West on at first, nobody out. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Now a throw over. Oh, and it froze him, and they got him.
Decisions like that have to be made knowing who you've got at the plate. This guy can put one over the fence, no problem, so that wasn't very smart baseball.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Missed with a breaking ball.
Boy, that's a great take right there. He might have been frozen by that pitch, but it missed by just enough to give him life in this AB.
Popped him up. Thurston moving to his left. And that'll put an end to the inning as he brings it down on the warning track. Nothing doing for the Marlins. They're down 2-1. Randall will get a chance to really deliver.
You could just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down.
A pitcher is encouraged to keep looking for improvement.
Ian Buckeye was given the ball here to try to work out of a tough situation. 2 runners in scoring position to deal with. Here's Tyler Austin now. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. First pitch on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. Scooter Gennett will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 3, Scooter Gennett.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. From the stretch. And he misses with it. One and one. Shaw, the runner at third. Klaubach at second with 2 gone. And it's 1-2.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. So here's the Mets pitcher, Ian Buckeye. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and 1 strike. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Aguilar moves over. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Striding in, Anthony Aguilar. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Digging in the switch hitter, Ketel Marte. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. But there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2. Stepping up now, Nomar Lazaro. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to...
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They're down 9. It's 10-1. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Gary Sanchez, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Here's the 0-2. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
1 out, nobody on. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
0-1, here's the pitch. And a breaking ball stays outside. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first is going to be in time to get him. And the Mets continue the roll they've been on. 7 straight victories now as this ball game is over.
Wow, what a week for these guys. Talk about firing on all cylinders. Winners of an amazing 7 games in a row. They say to never question the streak, and these guys aren't. They're just enjoying this ride.
10-1, the final lopsided score in this ball game. The Mets took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Alex Wood takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. Carlos Rodon was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Final line score.
Ian Buckeye takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. Here's Tyler Austin now. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Now he'll step off. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled off. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
The 0-2 once more. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Brett Phillips will bat next. A hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2. And it's fouled away. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. So 1 run here on. Now at the plate, Jonas Moyne to go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Little hesitation right there by the batter. It was great execution by the pitcher down and away. But that looked like a late swing. Could have been sitting on something else.
And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. At the plate, Bobby Pyle. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat. Bunt up the line. Throw is not going to be in time to get him, and somehow he's going to wind up with an infield single. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
And a fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2. Hit on the ground to third. Bregman gloves it. 1 there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. In now the power hitting outfielder Nomar Lazaro. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8. Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball just a bit high. A cold strike on the inside corner. The 1-1. Fouled away. The 1-2 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down. So coming to the plate, Gary Sanchez. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
What a well-executed pitch right there. Just a little bit off the corner right there. Got a great hitter to go a little bit outside his zone.
And it's 0-2 to Sanchez. A swing by Sanchez, and this one soaring out into left field. And they have taken the lead. A solo shot here to left. As they take the lead, it's 2-1.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
Now batting.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Man, when you're struggling at the plate, that pitcher smells blood in the water. He's coming right after you, trying to end it quick.
And he'll step off. The next 0-2. Count remains at 0-2. The next 0-2. A swing and a ground ball to third. And there are 2 away now. Digging in, Travis Shaw. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Great job by the pitcher right there to pull the string. He knew he had an aggressive hitter at the plate, somebody who was sitting on fastball and ready to do damage, and he was able to slow him down right there and get him off balance.
The 0-2 delivery. And he lays off the slurve. 1-2 now. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Up a run on the solo home run as that'll give them.
Hey, a great win for these guys as they wrap up another one. But a little bit of a sour note, though. Everyone has to head home.
A manager checks in with his ball club. A coach presses a player to keep raising the bar on the development of his signature skills. A manager checks in with his ball club. A player's agent calls to touch base. The player expresses interest in going elsewhere. A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches. A representative calls with big news for his client. He doesn't get the reaction he was hoping for. A happy manager welcomes a prize acquisition to the club. He does his best to convey his delight in the development. And with that, this all-star will now take the field for the first time with his new team, to their fans' delight. A manager confronts his pitching staff about an unacceptable team statistic.
Ian Buckeye answers the call from the pen here in the fourth as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Digging in for his second at-bat, Pyle Schwarber flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. Striding into the box, Franchy Cordero. He's 0 for 1 thus far. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And oh man, that caught him pretty good there as it ricochets toward the third baseline. Throw gets him, so they are able to get an out on an unusual play, and hopefully the pitcher's okay. Ready for another chance, Ricky Thurston. He flew out in his last at-bat. Sliders in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He's pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Ready now, Ahmed Rosario. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
2 balls and a strike to Ahmed Rosario. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
Hey, boys, although I'd love to get all over this offense for underachieving, let's tip our cap to this pitch here. They've been able to execute, working all 4 quadrants and keeping this team totally off balance.
Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2. Romeo Santos, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And this is fouled at the plate. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. Into the box, Adalberto Mejia. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1. And here's a pitch high and tight for a ball. 1-1.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down. BJ Shell will grab a bat and hit. And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. The Marlins cross the plate 3 times in the 8th, helping propel them to the win. Brian Ellington gets the win.
A player is encouraged to continue to refine a skill essential to his game.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the great state of Florida and Marlins Park in Miami. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Miami Marlins. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Ian Buckeye, a righty from the state of Ohio, will do the pitching in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
How good was this guy last year? How about an ERA in the low ones? You have any idea how hard that is to do? We'll see if he can get off to a good start in this one and have another one of those magical seasons back-to-back.
So digging in now, Greg DeVore, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. First offering on its way. Strike one to start the at-bat. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, talk about a team that's scuffling right now. I had a chance to talk to the manager before the game. He's not happy. The players aren't happy.
Yeah, and just a malaise has kind of come over this clubhouse. We had a chance, like he said, to walk through it a little bit. The boys are not jumping around. This is a big game today.
Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
That's a well-placed fastball right there, just off the outside. If you can get guys to expand the strike zone and go after that pitch, you're going to have a lot of success. No luck that time, though.
With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Matty, I'm a little concerned with the play of J.P. Crawford. I thought they might get a lot more production out of him this year, but I look at the numbers with runners in scoring position, and his batting average is less than .250 in those spots. If you're a guy expected to drive in runs, you're going to have to hit a lot better than that.
So stepping in, Wilmer Defoe.
Second baseman.
Here comes the first pitch. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one, Mr. James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Rhys Hoskins. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he misses there, 1-2.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Phillies down in order. And now the Marlins will have a crack at things. No score. Coming to the plate now, Herman Leahy. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Right fielder, Herman Leahy.
Now the pitch. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they do come in off a victory last time out, but they've really hit the skids here recently. Losers of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. And a breaking ball stays outside.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
As if things aren't tough enough here playing in this hostile environment, he walks the leadoff hitter, and oh yeah, he's a threat to run every time he gets on base. Not the way he wanted to start this outing.
So striding forward now, B.J. Shell. The season batting average comes in down in the 240s. First pitch on its way. That's a strike to throw down. Is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
We all know this team is struggling right now. They're on a losing streak, so when that's the case, sometimes you need to be a little bit more aggressive and try to put some pressure on your opponents. Stolen bases are a good way of doing that, so we'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for him right now.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. In the dirt here. The 0-2 delivery. And this is chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Crawford into shallow left, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. We have a moment here in Miami to take a look at the Marlins starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He leads the team in the 2 most important power categories for me, home runs and RBIs. Driving in guys and being able to drive yourself in. He's an impressive hitter, and it should be fun watching him do his thing in this one.
Coming to the plate now, Lewis Brinson, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. He's set, and the pitch. Pitch misses low. The throw down is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
That's not an easy thing to do, steal third base, especially off a catcher like this that has a good throwing arm.
Leahy takes his lead at third with 1 away. Popped him up. Kelly waits on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Now at the plate, Dan Bogle Bach, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Bogle Bach.
From the belt, the pitch, and he takes ball 1.
With the runner on third, 2 outs, base open, and a good hitter at the plate, you have to be smart and not give in. If you walk this guy, so what? It's a lot worse if you give him a ball that he can hurt you on.
And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
3-0 now. Hit down the line at first. To his right, DeVore, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for Miami. Still no score. Set to get his day started, Nick Williams, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. The 0-1 pitch. Fouled off. Just missed with a breaking ball. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see 2 different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
Now at the plate, J.P. Crawford. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. Now a throw over to first. Back in standing. He's set. Here it comes. Grounded fouled off to the right side. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. On the ground to the left side. To second for one. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Digging in, Chad Kludiak. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a breaking ball backs him out of the way. 1-0 the count. Now the 1-0. 1-1 the count now.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
In there, 1-2 now. Hit hard to third. Oh, look at the sliding stop to first. It's there. He got him. And what a vital play there, preventing the leadoff man from getting aboard. At the plate, Gifton Gopez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the stretch. Now a bunt attempt here. And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single. Ready now for the Marlins, Tomas Telis.
Left fielder, Tomas Telis.
First offering on its way. Here's a strike.
There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking for the ball down in the zone. If a pitcher can pitch up in the zone like that pitch right there, you can go ahead and make some hay.
Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And that's going to move that runner into scoring position now.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's the danger. You have to trust your catcher, but this one skips away, and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
The 1-1. Line to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get to third base.
Adolfo Castro comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Ready with the 0-1. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss. Castro makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side. DeVore takes charge, and he's got it. 2 down.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Batting ninth, pitcher, Ian.
Into the box now, Ian Buckeye.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
And they're runners at the corners now. Behind 0-2 now. swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. And it would have been trouble, but a great job there to pull this one in on the dead run. And that ends the inning. Marlins strand a pair. We'll move to... And ready for his first at-bat, Nolan Arenado. And he's a guy that's really scuffling at the plate right now.
Nolan Arenado.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss on the slurve that time. It's 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Pitches away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. Fields it cleanly. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So next to the plate for the Phils, Carson Kelly. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for.
Step out of the box and wash that one off, because that was an ugly swing.
In there, and it's 0-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location. So a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Alex Meyer is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. A ball and a strike. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Is there. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Digging in now, Herman Leahy. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Right fielder, Herman Leahy.
Here comes the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. And that one stayed too low, apparently. The count now at 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2. BJ Shell waits on deck. Here's the 3-2. Count still full, 3-2. The next 3-2. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Ranging back is Herrera. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
That was a pretty spectacular catch right there. A lot of guys mistime that jump because they're worried about the wall coming on. But he got it just right and hauled it in. Great stuff.
Up next for the Marlins.
Stepping in now, BJ Shell, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0 is a fastball that misses. Shell, 33 years old, is normally at shortstop, although they've got him playing third base here today.
Yeah, always one of my favorite things to do. You watch this guy today. Playing shortstop, you have time. There's rhythm. There's a timing to that position. Third base, man, step in and dive, reactionary position. You have to come get it, go back on it. A lot of different things. This is a fun player to watch today.
3-1 to the Marlins middle infielder. Soft liner to the left side. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single. And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. He popped out in his first trip. First pitch of the at-bat. And he just misses with a curveball.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
Counts even at 1-1 to Lewis Brinson.
I know he got a swinging miss right there, but that was a hittable location to a really good hitter. I don't know if he gets those back if he continues to miss in those spots.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now a move over to first, and the runner will get back standing. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Throw over to the bag. They slap the tag on him, and he is out at second base. Full count now, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Dan Bogle Bach is next, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. And it's fouled away. Brinson, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Marlins leave 1. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Now batting, Greg DeVore. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Still all 0 run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes. having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
First pitch on its way. Here's the first pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
I mean, these guys look more like lumberjacks than professional hitters right now. They're hacking at everything.
Down the first baseline.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
And he'll put this away for the second out. Coming to the plate now, Rhys Hoskins, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball one.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
2-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone for the third strike, and that's the third out of the inning.
Phillies down in order. On to the bottom of the fourth now. Settling in now, Chad Cloutier comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Chad Cloutier.
First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. One and 0 pitch on the way. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off wall.
Takes a knee-high fastball. The 3-1 pitch. Down the third baseline. But this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the fourth.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Up next from Miami, Gifton Gopez.
Now batting, second baseman, Gifton Gopez.
First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down the zone, get himself back in this count.
Here he comes on 2-0. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Oh, that changeup came in at 89 miles an hour. You know a guy throws hard when his off-speed is in the high 80s.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Changeup messed up his timing for a swinging strike. This is in the air out to right. Williams is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Striding in once again, Tomas Telis. He singled his last time up.
Tomas Telis.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Ran the circle change in on him, a ball and no strikes. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. The 1-0 delivery. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. A dive, but it's off his glove. And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Adolfo Castro.
Catcher, Adolfo Castro.
Here's the first pitch to him. And the changeup is way low that time. A dangerous changeup left high, but called for a strike.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
The 1-1. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Herrera's there, and that retires the side. 1 left for Miami. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. So here's the cleanup hitter, Nick Williams. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Nick Williams.
He's set and the pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. Well, now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a premium, and both starters, doing it in different ways, have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you could speak to this. Obviously, 2 different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse guy working all 4 quadrants, keeping guys off balance. The other, a flamethrower coming right at you.
Yeah, it's been a story of like 2 different styles of pitches, but both getting the same thing. Both throwing strikes early, keeping the ball down in the zone. As you touched on it, there's more than one way to get around through a lineup, and we've seen one guy with power and one guy do it with more skill and finesse.
Telis is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. At the plate, Odubel Herrera.
Now batting, center fielder, Odubel.
He's set. Here it comes. And that misses for ball 1. Herrera playing here in his age 31 season. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
1-2 now. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
In tied at 93, ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
3-0 now. Throw over to first. Runner back standing. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Hit hard down the line. It's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. Oh, but the feed to the shortstop is off the mark. And as a result of that errant throw back in, he'll advance 90 feet here and move up from second to third. Standing in, Carson Kelly. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Phillies leave a couple. Halfway home, still no score. Wesley Biggs takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 15, Wesley.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Ian Buckeye. He flew out in his last at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Chasing after it is Herrera. 1 down. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Herman Leahy.
Right fielder, Herman.
Here comes the first pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
The 0-1. And this is chopped foul at the plate. He's in the hole now, down 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a curveball that time that broke too low.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Swung on but fouled off to the left. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And that misses 2-2. Hit on the ground to third. Arenado's got it. And that's the second out. Ready for another shot now. B.J. Shell.
Next for the Marlins, third baseman, B.J. Shell.
Here's the first pitch to him. Tapper up the line. That rolls foul for strike 1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. The 2-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Chasing after it is Hoskins, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. 6th inning coming up. Still zip. Timmy Knotts will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Number 22, Timmy. Knox.
This one's down to third. Shell is up with it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Greg DeVore. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Hard ground ball to third. To his left, Shell. And very quickly there, they're two gone to start the inning. And here now is Wilmer Defoe. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. From the stretch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Mark Leiter is on out of the bullpen now as he gets to work in his 60th game of the season. Digging in once again, Lewis Brinson. It was a walk in his last trip. And a fastball just a bit high. Brinson, 28 years old. He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Very high, 2-1.
Right there, it's a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
Go on,
Belted
go
high
go
in the air out to left.
Hoskins
Hoskins going back. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. It's a solo shot for Lewis Brinson. Home run number 15 for him thus far, as the Marlins will take a 1-0 lead.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
Dan Bogle Bach is next. As he'll take a look at ball one. The 1-0 is laid off for ball two.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
Two-0 count, the pitch. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie. And a neck-high fastball that time.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
Now the payoff pitch home. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And that's a home run into the top tank. solo shot to right center. Number 14 on the season, and the Marlins have taken a 2-0 lead.
In the job description of reliever, there's no mention of back-to-back homers. But there is a need for a short memory. We'll see if he can put those 2 bombs behind him.
Standing in now, Chad Cloutier, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
And that'll bring up Gifton Gopay as he rips it on the ground to second. Defoe gloves it, and there's out number 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tomas Telis. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. He's ready. Here's the first offering. 0-1 the count. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Next pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind 0-2 now. Not much behind this as this ball is looped over toward first, but an easy play over it. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He'll start the 7th in what's been a fast-moving pitcher's duel to date. First delivery to him on the way. And that one just missed outside. And that one stayed up a little high.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Here's the 3-0. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4. Ready once again, Nick Williams. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a ball 1-0. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. And he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. The high fastball is in there. Hoskins, base runner at first with 1 out. 0-2 the count to Crawford.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
Ready with another 0-2. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. Stepping into the box, Odubel Herrera. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Chopped weakly to the left. Fielded cleanly. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Into the box now, Adolfo Castro.
Adolfo Castro.
Here comes the first pitch. Looks at a curveball on the outside corner. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. The 1-1. Swing and a line drive. And there's a base hit, so a chance for some insurance here to start out the home half of the 7th.
All right, get it back there. Good job.
Hey, there's a bullet down the right field line. That had double written all over, but a great job by the right fielder to cut it off and keep him to a single.
Nice aggressive turn by the batter right there, but hats off to the right fielder to keep him from getting the scoring position.
Swinging a soft liner, and the pitcher's got himself a base hit. And this throw gets away from him.
He came to play today. Not just only on the bump right there. He's thrown the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball, he's able to contribute and help this offense put itself in position to score some more runs.
Now batting, right fielder, Herman.
Into the box, Herman Leahy, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. One and one to the Marlins leadoff hitter. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. None out, runners at first and second. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Now in the box, B.J. Shell.
B.J. Shell.
First pitch on its way. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Line drive to left. Hoskins is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Lewis Brinson will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Called strike at the letters, 0-1. Up around the face. Now a throw over. Runner back safely. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think that's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
All right, hang on,
swinging
right
in
there.
the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. Marlins strand. Here's Nolan Arenado, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1. As we head into the later innings in this game, I think it's safe to say that both starters have given their teams a great chance to win here today.
Wow, D-Roy, we've seen one power pitcher, one finesse guy, but both of them on point. 2 different ways to get through a lineup, and both of them have worked.
Yeah, Dan, tip of the cap to both starters, right? 2 different ways. The power guy was on top of his game, not really mincing much, just coming right down the throat at these offensive players. The finesse guy did exactly what he's always done. Move the ball up and down, in and out, and get it to the bullpen.
No balls and 1 strike. A bouncer to the left side. Cloutier right there. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Aaron Hicks will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 33, Aaron Hicks.
Right side. Bogle Bach moving to his right, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They trail things here 2-0. Jeremy Leggett is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that misses, ball 1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
Now the 2-0 is taken, strike 1. And he lays off again, ball 3.
Now this is a leadoff at bat. Great patience, and he's just waiting for that pitch. That's too good to pass up.
Full count, 3-2. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. He'll try it again, 3-2. And here's a slider, strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Digging in, Chad Cloutier.
Now batting, shortstop, Chad Cloutier.
First offering on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Leggett rarely finds himself in much trouble out of the bullpen, at least in terms of giving up base hits. He's proven to be a tough guy to barrel up. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and he's in control, 0-2. Way outside. 1-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
So striding in, Gifton Gopez. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
And that one got a piece of him.
And I'll tell you, this is the last guy in the lineup you want to put on base for free. He's probably feeling a little salty after getting drilled, and he's got speed to burn, so look for him to try and make something happen out there.
Stepping into the box, Tomas Telis hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Well, I don't know if he has a blister or some kind of mechanical glitch right now, but anytime you hit 2 batters in one game, let alone an inning, you're in trouble. We'll see if he can dial it back in before he hits another guy.
Up next for the Marlins.
Into the box now, Adolfo Castro, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Ngope over at second. Talise on at first with 2 down. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do a little bit too much right now.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Greg DeVore. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again, Wilmer Defoe. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Smoke toward third. On to first, and now the Phillies are down to their final out. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
1-0 the count. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Philly down to their last strike. Close, but it's not over yet. That's ball 2. And now a crowd right around 25,000 strong comes to their feet. This is line to left. But this is taken in as a perfect metaphor to end this one, as that ball was hit hard, but the ball game is over.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
A 2-0 finish today. The Miami Marlins rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Ian Buckeye wins his team-leading 10th game of the year, picking up 11 strikeouts along the way. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show.